This is ridiculous. Why are we getting snow flurries? It's almost April. Hey there, BikeBlogger here. On my lunch ride. It's ridiculously cold. It's like 35 degrees, I think. Just above freezing. Great. Supposedly earlier this morning it was snowing a little bit, which is a little strange considering next week is April. There's a train stopped up there. There's the train stopped. Don't know what that's about. We're not going that way though. I don't anticipate seeing any bicyclists at the park today. It's just too cold. So it caught me off guard. I had put away a lot of my winter clothes and so I hadn't been really anticipating this. Not frigid yet though. It was sunny earlier, now it's all gloomy, cloudy. Left. Gonna get ready to start doing a lot of construction work soon. As the ground finally warms up, there'll be a lot of projects going on. Let's try to get up here. Make a left if we can. It's like they're already doing some work here. Whew. I forgot what it was like to ride in the cold so much. I was getting some nice weather there for a while. Got a tooth bothering me. Sort of feels like a cavity or something. I hope not. Haven't had a cavity in a long time. Although I had a lot of cavities when I was a kid. Bad thing about that is back when I was a kid, all the cavity fillings were mercury, which is not something you really want in your head. So, got a lot of mercury fillings. I think I had a couple replaced with something else. Supposedly something better. But, one thing that's I'm not looking forward to though is supposedly over time you need to get the fillings re-drilled and refilled, and I'm not looking forward to that. Saw some weird trees back there. See if I can turn around without getting hit by a car. Okay. It's really quiet back here. Yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, what are those trees? think they're trees. Those things. I'm gonna zoom right back around here again. Right there, those weird trees. It might have been, there might have used to be trees and they just cut them down. I don't know. Looks strange. Let's make a right. Go up this way. Next week should be a lot different than this week. I think I'm gonna break out my summer bike. I'm gonna sport the shorts and just enjoy some nicer weather. Okay. Now we wait for our turn. You can see the speed limit of all the cars over there passing by. Okay. Do 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 do. Yeah, so it's one of my upper left molars teeth that's sort of bothering me. Sometimes something like that just goes away. Sometimes I don't know, I'm more sensitive if I don't get enough sleep or something and I feel pain in my mouth. It's only a slight pain. Left here. Go right. Haven't gone this way for a while to the park. Gotta mix it up every once in a while. Yeah, my teeth have always been sensitive to really cold stuff like ice cream. Well, sometimes, it's not always. I don't know. That's a symptom of something else. Hopefully, I'm fine. We're gonna make a left here. It's a very steep hill. It's probably one of the steepest hills nearby where I work. I've climbed it a few times, just sort of coasting down it right now, and I'm already going 25 and I gotta slow down. Okay. Make a right. I feel a little lost right now. I'm gonna keep going straight though. Alright, I think the guy's letting me go. Trying to sense people behind you is a little difficult. But what you just want to do is commit. And by that I mean, if you're gonna let someone go, then just let them go. If you're not, then go. Where am I going? I must have taken a wrong turn or something. I'm gonna turn around, I think. Or maybe not. What is this? Manchester? Sure. This is a bigger road. It's okay. And now it's taking forever because this is a big road and it has a lot of traffic on it. Okay. 19.20 miles per hour. $21 miles per hour. $22 miles per hour. I'm going to stop behind these guys. I'm not going to come up on their right. Shouldn't really do that. It's dangerous. What I'll do is I'll move back to the right once we get going. Okay. Woo. 18.2 miles per hour. On Manchester Road. Thought I saw a snow flurry. Yeah, I think I'm seeing snow flurries. Either that or I'm seeing some pollution off of something nearby. I think it's, I do think it is snow flurries though. This is ridiculous. Why are we getting snow flurries? It's almost April. Okay, cutting over here. I don't know if I can, yeah, it looks like I can go back this way. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just sort of wandering around at this point. Wasn't paying attention, so now I'm just sort of exploring different places I haven't been before. But this is cool. I wanted to go somewhere different. Let's see. So keep going straight up this hill to the stop sign. At this rate, I don't know how I'm going to get to the park. I might have to go all the way to... Well, I should meet up with Oakland and then Kings Highway. Huh. Where the heck am I? Getting lost, getting lost. I'm going downhill though. Which means I don't have to go back uphill if I have to go back uphill. And it is snowing. What the heck? Whew. Yeah, I guess this might be taking me back to Manchester. I could take it all the way to Manchester. I could take all the way to Mackland or whatever it's called. And get the camera here. Might be getting a little wet. It's little snow flurries. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is Manchester. There's a train going by up there. And now we wait again. So we're back at Manchester again here. And it is snowing. Little flurries. Here's our gap. Get across here before the traffic really starts up again. Okay. I'm sort of wondering if train tracks. I'm gonna make a left here. This is Mackland. Mackland should take me to Oakland, and then from there I can into the park. There's a spot where I can pass underneath the highway and into the park, I'm pretty certain, if memory serves me correctly. I gotta go back up the hill though to get there. So I'm heading north on Mackland from Manchester Road, heading toward Interstate 64 in the city of St. Louis, Missouri. Whew. Cold. I'm so glad I got my big gloves. Inching along here at about 12 miles per hour. So this is Oakland up here, the outer road of the highway. We're gonna make a right. All right. So, to my right is the highway. Looks like we got a little bike lane here, which is nice. This guy's trying to park though, so So we'll get over and back over into the bike lane. It's a nice bike lane. It's buffered by a couple feet on each side. This is how you're supposed to do it. Although having physical buffers are also welcome. So to enter the park up here, I think I need to make a left. So we're gonna get over and we'll stop here. Okay, and now we enter the park. Wow, that was quite a roundabout way of getting into the park. And now we're passing under the highway, entering the park. Very cool. Now I'll just enter the bike trail here and ride around a little and head back to work. So that was fun, that was different. It was a little nice getting on the bigger roads. Not as many stop signs. Off-road. Ah, okay. There's a pedestrian over there, so I'm just gonna avoid that and go up here. Let me come back around the other side. I'm catching snow flurries in my mouth. Make a right here. Whew. All right, now we're on the trail. So that way, getting to the park that way took me about 5 miles. So it took me a couple miles longer than usual. I don't know how much more time it took, but that was neat. Lake isn't frozen, even though it's so cold. This is ridiculous though. Snow, late March in the Midwest, and it's not even the upper Midwest. I mean, I live smack dab in the middle of the United States, sort of in Missouri, which is sort of around southern Illinois, Kansas, other states like that. My nose is running a little bit and it's a little cold. Got that cool air coming off the water too. Okay. $16 miles per hour. Speeding it up a little. Yeah, since I put that electrical tape on my bike bar, holding the brake cable loosely, but enough that it doesn't rattle, my bike is pretty stealthy. It's pretty quiet. Since I got a free wheel and not a free hub, like on my rain bike, the Honjo Comp, there's no loud ratcheting noise when I'm coasting, so this thing is pretty darn stealthy. Do need to oil the chain again though here. I haven't done that for a couple weeks. Oh. Still hearing some birds. Birds are probably like they shouldn't have migrated back so soon. And here I thought winter was over. Passing some people with shorts on though. I worry about that. For a little while there, I used to jog with shorts on in the winter, and it's really hard on your joints. I sort of feel like I did some damage to my knees doing that, because it can be difficult to keep knees warm in the winter, especially if you don't have anything over them. They don't ever really warm up. Okay. Wait for this guy, I think. All right, get back on the bike. So, I'm gonna circle around the park here. Get back to work. Geese. Geese. Nothing scares them. Nothing scares Canadian geese. They're pretty used to humans. That was strange. Back there along the trail, there was a hole dug next to it. I don't think it was an animal though, because you got all these white flags along the trail here, which indicate some sort of utility work. I forget what the color white means. It might mean demolition, which means they might be digging a trench along here later when the ground warms up. Probably gas piping. Oh yeah, I read a story online in New York City, like almost exactly a year after the East Harlem gas main break or whatever, and it caught a building on fire or blew up a building or something. Gas explosion. There's been another one. But this time it was in southern Manhattan. By that I mean lower Manhattan, in the East Village, I think, where it took a fire to a couple different buildings. The thing in New York City is a lot of the buildings built there were obviously built before there were really gas lines, and when they did put in the gas lines, it can be a little tricky to retrofit an existing building, and I guess they were trying to upgrade the lines or something, and so gotta wait here for a moment. And cause an explosion, and we're gonna wait. That's the Missouri History Museum over there. Pretty cool. Oh, here we go. And the explosion injured a bunch of people. I just read a preliminary article on it though, so it hasn't. The investigation has just begun on what actually caused it. But right now it's being blamed on gas, natural gas. So that's a little scary. And it stinks for those people who are renting those buildings, because now they're sleeping in tents tonight or last night or whatever, till they can get back in their apartments. But I guess if the building wasn't actually leveled, then they get to keep their apartments, because if I survived and I wasn't mourning over a loss of anyone, of course my first thought would be like, oh darn, my apartment. Am I gonna have to get a new apartment? And apartments are not cheap in New York City, especially in Manhattan. Anyway, 16.8 miles per hour. So far we've ridden 10 miles today, Friday. I am a little surprised about the amount of people in the park today. I don't think they expected this cold weather either. As you can tell, I'm not using my chest-mounted camera. Got my bike-mounted cam. It's a trade-off between the two. The chest-mounted cam restricts your movement a little because it's the straps. It's like basically putting on a seatbelt instead of buckling in, which is why when I do that for such a long time and I switch to a camera view like this, I feel a little naked on the bike. It's like, I didn't buckle my seatbelt today on my bicycle. But then when I do the bike-mounted cam, I got a wire hanging out here from my microphone, and so that sort of gets in the way a little of my legs. It's just the right length, though, I think. Haven't had any trouble yet with bumping it or whatever, starting from a stop or whatever. But yeah, there are trade-offs. There's no one perfect setup, I think. I'm gonna try and do like a head-mounted, helmet sort of mounted camera again in the future. I've not done that for a while, so I'll try and rig something up eventually. It's the most useful for riding around and documenting traffic accidents or whatever, but it's the least comfortable, I think, having weight on your head. All right. Wasn't even thinking back there. I could have made a right. So I think the light was green, going the other way. Could have gotten on this big road to my right and instead of use that to get back to work. But now I'm biking on the trail still. We'll get there eventually. Enjoying the cold weather one last time here, so. Do, 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 do. 16.4 miles per hour. Climbing pretty easy right now. Seems so much easier with the skinny tire bike. I think that's sort of in my head though. 15.2 miles per hour. I don't think I'm actually really traveling that much faster than if I was riding my rain bike. It just feels psychologically faster. 15 miles per hour. A little bit bigger grade here. Single speed. 15.2 miles per hour. $15.8 miles per hour. Woo. On a single speed bike going up this hill, which is only a gradual climb, I don't think I've really gone faster than about 17, maybe 18, all the way up from top to bottom. $15 miles per hour. Now I was really working it then. And it was hot outside, I remember. Funny little things you remember sometimes. $15.6 miles per hour. The way to get better at increasing your power output is to do intervals, like just like with any sort of exercise, really. You do a couple hard, fast durations, and then like take a break for 30 seconds, and do another hard, fast duration of like 20 or 30 seconds. Then you do it on a hard gear. I can't really train like that though, because I only have one gear. I was gonna go, careful. I was gonna go up to the street over there, but there's a Parks and Recreation truck up there. I don't know what the deal with that is, if they're doing some work or whatnot. So we'll cross here. And just go this way instead. I don't know why there's not a bike path over here. There we go. Didn't want to get near the mother with the stroller. Especially on a sidewalk where I shouldn't be on a bicycle. No need to upset people. Give bicyclists a bad name. Although you can offset that by saying hello or thank you or whatever. Something. Just don't zip by, say nothing, and scare them. Okay. Whew. Another really bad road. Sort of surprised how bad this road is, because there's some money around here. These people have more upper middle class people live around here. Okay. Here. Stop. Okay. Let's go up over here. So yeah, I got a bunch of videos uploaded now. I don't think I have like 200 yet, but of course if I took each one of these videos I do and split them up into like 2 or 3 minute segments like most YouTube videos, I'd have a whole lot of videos. Let's go this way. So, you know, anyway, I think we've been growing pretty crazily fast though recently. Within the past month, this YouTube channel has more than doubled in subscribers. So thank you guys for that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and view my videos. Especially if you got that that weak leg or whatever and you can't get out and ride a bike, you know, sometimes it's sort of therapeutic to watch someone else bicycle. It just sort of gets you that much more pumped up to get back out there soon and ride a bike. Okay. Still a little bit of snow, flurries, just a little. Okay, across the street. Straight across once I get a chance. Waiting for traffic on my right. That's opened up, and now the traffic on the left is coming. I hate it when it sort of just happens that way. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes of traffic. It can be a little difficult to cross that many lanes like that without waiting for a while. Got a little lucky there. Okay, that worked out all right. Make a right here. Go up this way. We've been this way before. That was weird. Back there on my right was a donkey, little white donkey statue. Okay. All right, I'll say it. I was thinking of a stupid joke. I was gonna say, well, that person there must be a jackass. They got a donkey in front of their house. Oh, that's a horrible joke. Shouldn't say that about someone. The United States political parties are sort of funny though. Why in the world, make a right, why in the world would you pick as your political mascot or whatever a donkey and an elephant? It's like horrible. Fat and lazy, or well, I guess there's nothing really wrong with the donkey except the semi-derogatory term associated with it. Although, who knows? I don't even know the history of that. How those political parties got those mascots. It might have been a political cartoonist that used them and they just somehow stuck. Because I don't know if you ever really see at any political event held officially by either of those political parties, they have like a symbol of a elephant or a donkey. So, anyway. Make a right here. These cool stop brakes are really nice. They look a little cool too because they're the Salomon ones and they got an orange color to them. Sort of goes a little neat with a black bike. Make a left. Now here's a neat idea. If one day they could get a a really good working backup sort of camera for your bike. You know how they have them like for cars. Well, if you could have like a Bluetooth wireless connection between a camera mounted on the seat post and your smartphone mounted on your handlebars, and you could see what was going on behind you, or see what was going on as you were filming it behind you. I think that'd be a little more useful, maybe, than a mirror. I don't really trust mirrors. Although, if your bike's really bouncing around, I don't know how useful it'd actually be. I think I'll make a left here. I'm in Richmond Heights, Missouri right now. Although you'd have the same issue with mirrors. That's why I don't use mirrors at all. I just always look behind me. I feel pretty confident I can do that without losing control of my bicycle. Hey, look at this, we can cut through here. And there's no one coming. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, I don't use, be careful here. I don't use mirrors. Let's do it again. Oh. Well, this is sort of fun. It's a pedestrian path, though. All right, need to make a left now. So yeah, I feel pretty confident that I don't need a mirror. The main advantage of having one, though, is to at least have somewhat of an idea what's going on behind you. That's the one thing I don't like about bicycling on roads with cars is in addition to all the parked cars on the roads, which are annoying, is getting a little anxious, a little nervous about whether a car is coming up on you fast or not. Sometimes, like I said, there are things you can just sense it, you can hear it. Maybe it's nighttime and you can see some lights starting to get brighter behind you, if they got their lights on as they should. And you should on a bicycle too, at night. But, you know, it's just another thing. I tried having a mirror on my handlebar for a while, but I move around so much on my bike that the angle, let's make a right actually, the angle would constantly not be good and I'd have to keep adjusting it. I do have a mirror that I can mount on my helmet, but that sort of distracts me, so then you have to like refocus your eye to see behind you. So I don't use that either. Not that I haven't tried, like I said, I have tried. Like with a lot of things, though, I'm sure you can get used to it. Alright. Okay. 15.4 miles per hour. 17.2. .4 miles per hour. Get down to the light before it goes green here. Woo! All right, we'll see you around.